Hi, ladies. This is Trina, and this is the Ebony Etiquette Podcast. And I am going to be talking about webcam modeling, specifically for Black women, but just webcam in general. And if you are interested in becoming a webcam model, I am not here to try to discourage you or lead you away from it. If you feel like this is something that you really want to do and you want to give it a try, and it's something that you been researching and you feel like you really want to do it and give it a go and give it a try because you've seen other videos on YouTube, or maybe you've read some Reddit post about success stories and you feel motivated to do it, yeah, you can do it. You can go ahead. But I want my Black women to be mindful of the videos that you have watched when they're talking about success and how much money they've made, and also be mindful about these Reddit posts and these articles or blogs that you've read when they're talking about their success stories, because when you're on the internet and reading blogs and Reddit posts and articles, you don't know, well, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, you don't know how the person who is writing these things look. And more than likely, they are white women. And you may be reading this anonymous things online about how this person made thousands of dollars, and you don't know that that woman is white, and you may think that you're going to make that money, and you are not. And I am not saying that to be a Debbie Downer or a boring Betty or a party pooper or a hater. I'm being honest. Okay? Black women do not make as much money as white women in the webcam industry. It just does not happen. I don't care how much you say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna cam more, I'm just gonna log on more, I'm just gonna lose weight and do this and do that. You are still not going to make white girl money, and I am so sorry to tell you. I'm just being honest, and I'm not trying to rain on anyone's parade. I just want to save Black women from wasting their time on webcam, because only 1 out of every 81 Black women makes money on webcam, and I think it's honestly 1 out of 100, to be honest with you. And people may look at my other videos and say, oh, well, she's big, Trina's big, so that's probably why she didn't see much success in webcam when she was on token sites. No, it's not because I'm big, because I know skinny women, or I should say I see skinny women, whether they have a BBL or maybe a flat butt, thick, thin, slim, thick, whatever. I see these women who are skinny with nice bodies who still have empty rooms. Either they have no tokens, a little bit of tokens, their rooms are empty, guys, or maybe they have a little bit of guys in their room and all they're doing is talking. Or maybe they are getting tips, but their tips are like 1 token each. 5 tokens. They're not getting no more than 10 to 25 tokens at a time, which is what, $1? 25 tokens is $1, right? So, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or a party pooper. I'm just being honest when I say that Black women do not make as much as white women on webcam. And it'll be a waste of time for Black women to get on there thinking that they are going to make that money, and they are not. My weight has nothing to do with the black experience because black women make less in webcam, whether they are skinny, fat, tall, short, BBL, liposuction, fake titties, or just straight up stick thin, like Victoria's Secret model thin. If they're black, it's still, there is an inequality and an unfairness in this industry. Simply being a black woman, there is an inequality and an unfairness in the webcam industry, no matter how you look. It doesn't matter how you look. And so I had to turn comments off on the videos where I was talking about how much money I make. I had to turn my comments off because people tried to make passive aggressive, funny, snide, sneaky, mean girl comments like, oh yeah, you're a BBW, you're fat, you're big, this, that, and that's probably why. It's like, no, okay, well, you can get your skinny ass on there and see how much you make, and maybe when you come back to this video, maybe you will be humbled. So that's why I had to turn my comments off, because people were trying to be funny. And then I had one girl in the comment section, I turned the comments off, but it was one girl in my comment section like, yeah, I made $5,000, I made 500 my first night, and I made like 5,000, 6,000 my first month. And I went on her YouTube page, and I saw that she was living in a motel because she had videos uploaded on her YouTube. She had pictures and videos on her YouTube. So I looked, because I saw that she had a profile picture. So me being curious, I went on her page and looked, and I said, this girl said she made. She said, she said she made what? These YouTube videos say otherwise, but you know what? I'm gonna shut my mouth. So, people like to come in my comment section and lie and try to be funny and say all kind of stuff. There is an unfairness and an inequality in webcam when it comes to black women. Black women do not get any features, promotions, or advertisements. The only way a black woman will get an advertisement or a feature is if the person on a corn website is looking up a specific item and they have no choice but to show a black woman because that's what the person is looking for. But other than that, if you go to like a general regular front page, homepage, you see nothing but white women on all websites, no matter what website you're on. When I started on Flirt for Free, I got major traffic, lots of traffic. But then one day I logged on, I had maybe 5 people in my room. I went from 500 people in my room. Most of them were guest users, and I had maybe 10 people that were like actually signed up. And so one day I logged on and I had like only 5 people in my room. So a lot of people say, oh no, websites don't control traffic. The model does. No, websites definitely control traffic. And the fact that I had all this traffic on Flirt for Free and I log on one day to no traffic, it shows me that they told me that they didn't think I was attractive enough to be on their site, or they didn't think that I would bring them money, so they did not send me traffic. So I just deleted my account and I said I will never cam on their site again, and I do not recommend their site because Flirt for Free is a site for tokens. They only have like 1 or 2 black women on their page and everyone else is white or Colombian. So Flirt for Free is not a good website. Yeah, black women are always on the bottom page, the back page. especially on Chatterbait and My Free Hams, they don't even try to include black women. They don't even try. And a lot of people will try to compare us to Colombians. Colombians are not black, they're not black American, and they are super cheap. And Colombia, you may see like a black Colombian and be like, oh yeah, look at that black woman. She has traffic. No, she's Colombian and she's cheap. And of course, men like cheap stuff, so they're gonna use her for a minute and then go back to the white girl. So yeah, I just don't want black women to waste their time in webcam thinking that they're gonna make all this money just because you see YouTube videos and Reddit posts and articles about how much money girls can make in the industry. But those numbers that you see do not apply to you. Those are white girl numbers in webcam. Yeah, those are white girl numbers, and I will soon make a video about better career options that black women can do instead of webcam. And I do want to say that I do agree that women who are skinny or thin or had surgery, they may be more conventionally attractive, especially in the sex industry. But I do have to say that I fear, even if I do get surgery and lose weight, I fear that it will not change the racism, the inequality, the unfairness. It will not change that. And no matter how thin I get, how much surgery I get, I fear that it still will not change anything when it comes to me being on webcam. I probably will not see that much of a jump in my income. I say that because there's a lot of other skinny women, skinny black women who don't make that much either. So my weight has nothing to do with it. It's a racism issue. And the fact that there are more white women than black women on webcam, and white women still make more majority of the money when black women are like the exotic. There's not that many of us that can compared to white women. So the fact that there is more of them and less of us, but we still make the lesser money, that says something. Because you would think that if there is not that many, of a certain demographic, maybe they would be in high demand because there's not that many of them. But it's not that. But yeah, black women, we have to go where we are appreciated. And I don't want us to waste our time on these websites. I deleted all my token sites. I do not cam on token sites. Will never cam on a token site ever again. They control all the traffic. They don't send black women no traffic. Only 1 out of 100 black women will actually make any kind of money in webcam. And the ones that do make money, you're still not making white girl money. So I just want to black women to, do better. And I'll make a video about better career choices, better things that we can do with our time, because webcam will be a waste of time for you. You can still do it if you want to. If you want to do it, you can still do it. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do. You're a grown woman, you can do what you want to do, but webcam will definitely be a waste of time for a black woman.